What's up, guys? This is Retro Gamerish, and today I'm going to be doing the top 5 PS2 games. If you guys don't agree, I'm sorry. You can feel free to post an opinion in the comments section, but this is completely my opinion. Alright, let's get this shit started.
Hey! All you haters, stop!
Sitting at the number 5 slot is none other than Sly Cooper 2, Band of Thieves. This game has smooth gameplay, the voice acting is great, the storyline is great, and you get to play as all three, Bentley, Sly, and Murray. Now, the only downside of this is that the gameplay is way too long. I mean, it's great to have a long game, but they shouldn't have it be that every mission you complete is only 1% of the game.
Hey! All you haters, stop!
Finding its way to my number 4 slot is 25 to Life. This is the prison mission number 10. The reason why I chose this game is because I had a really fun time playing through this. It has great solid gameplay. The aiming's a little janky, but even though through that, I can't speak today, I'm sorry, but even though through all that, it's still a great game. It's a great game to play through. I recommend getting it. And also, it features hits from Tech 9. I believe it has Tupac Shakur in it, I'm not sure. But it's a great game all the less. Alright, moving on to number 3.
Hey! All you haters, stop!
Finding its way to my number 3 spot is none other than Killzone. For the PS2, of course, that's what I'm doing. But with its great graphics that were way too good for its time, and the fact that the storyline was great, and it moved on for the future PS3 models to create a very great game series. Now, I picked this game as this because I would play this for hours and hours and hours, and not to mention that this was one of the many games, first-person shooters that was released for the PlayStation 2 that had multiplayer, and the multiplayer was actually not that bad. The online multiplayer was horrible, but connect two controllers and it's not that bad. If you haven't played this game, I really recommend you play it, but I don't know anybody who hasn't played this game. If you haven't played this game, go out and get it as soon as you can, because this is great. This is a great game. Alright, moving on to number 2.
Hey! All you haters, stop!
Finding its way to my number 2 spot is Call of Duty World at War Final Fronts. This was the last Call of Duty released for the PlayStation 2, unfortunately. But with its smooth graphics and smooth gameplay, it makes up for it. And unfortunately, the only bad side about this game is no Nazi zombies. That is a very bad thing, but even though through all that, it's still a great game. It runs as smooth as the Xbox 360 version, except like a little bit freezing when you kill people, but still. It's still a great pick. I recommend getting it. Alright, now to my number 1.
Hey! All you haters, stop!
This is a bit two-parter number 1. For my first number 1, it is none other than God of War 2. The gameplay for this is very smooth. They've upgraded a lot since God of War 1. But I always liked the classics better than newer ones. This one, in my opinion, is better than God of War 3, and I recommend getting this if you like just to go around, beat up people, murder, and all that shit. Which coming to running around and beating up and murdering people, comes to my other number 1.
Hey! All you haters, stop!
My other number 1 is none other than Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. You play as CJ and you try to rebuild your trust onto the Grove Street, but it turns out the Grove Street has turned you upon each other, selling to the ballers and selling out. This is a really good game if you're into the Grand Theft Auto and you're into the random murdering and all that shit. And this has, I believe, like an infinite amount of cheats. I never really used the cheats, but still. It's still a great game to get if you're really interested in the Grand Theft Auto series. This is the first game, Grand Theft Auto, that actually embarks free aim, where you can move the gun around freely and you can aim at anything you want. Well, this is my top 5. This is Retro Games-ish, and I'm going to be doing a lot more of these, and a couple more gameplay videos for old-ass games. Remember to rate, comment, subscribe, all that shit. Alright, later guys.